My name is Laura Gravini Rodriguez. I did philosophy, politics, and economics at York. I graduated 2021. I did a placement year, and it was in international development for the private sector, and that is what I'm doing now. After my placement, I came back to DAI, and right now I'm working with a project that is working in impact investment for British International Investment. I think the skills that I have applied the most for my degree have been research skills. It's something that I need to do constantly. So when we're putting together proposals for a specific development project, we need to consider what the background is, what the ethnic communities are, if there's any history of conflict, and how do people actually think about the country, how the government thinks about the country, and then put that together. So research skills was the key one. Another one was writing and communication. Just the way that you need to speak to a government is very different from the way that you need to speak to a beneficiary, a community, a partner. So just, like learning how to communicate in a very efficient style and target that to the audience was very, very helpful. I do think there were a couple of uncomfortable experiences, and I do think it happens sometimes when you're doing team working things. Especially if it's, assessed essays that you need to write with 5 other people, because it doesn't feel as natural, I guess, in terms of writing style. But now that I'm working in proposal development and in business development, the way that we write proposals is 10 people working on the same document, each of us working on a technical component, on a context component, and it's just different sections with different voices, and then you need to work on integrating them together. So it was very uncomfortable at the time, but it's pretty much what I'm doing now. And I actually, looking back, I learned to see from that experience how you work effectively, and also how you might not work effectively. I think my employer values my critical thinking in the way that I know some contexts better than the rest of my colleagues. So for example, I'm very close to Latin American context. I'm Colombian, so my research has been really focused on Colombia. So I know, for example, some internal dynamics that are very hard to pinpoint if you're not from the country or you have not, researched that area of the world. So yeah, I feel in that sense, just being able to pick up particularities of a certain context, I think that really has brought value. The advice that I would give to someone that is thinking of pursuing a similar career, and if they did PP, is really everything matters. Latin American society matters. The effective altruism model that you took matters. The volunteering that you did, this random month in Uganda matters. Every little thing, even if you don't think that it matters, will do.